Sales of cardiac drugs are rising. While the overall pharmaceutical industry continues to grow, the cardiac segment, which represents the largest segment with about 14% of total industry sales, grew at close to 11% last month, amongst the highest across segments. Cardiac also has the highest sales value. A report from PharmaRack, the industry tracking agency, says this reflects a significant expansion in cardiac related drug sales over the past few years. The report also quotes external data to point out that the prevalence of coronary artery disease in urban India has gone from about 1 to 2% in the 1960s to about 10 to 12% in recent years. On the other hand, rural areas have also seen an increase from about 2 to 3% to about 4 to 6% in the same period. Importantly, cardiovascular diseases, or CVDs, now account for about 27% of all deaths in India, highlighting the significant health burden and corresponding demand for cardiac medication, says PharmaRack. I spoke with Sheetal Sapale, Vice President at PharmaRack and a frequent guest on the core report, and I began by asking her why the sales numbers were rising at this pace and also to break it down for us.
Yeah, so cardiovascular diseases are something which have really picked up well. I wouldn't say picked up well, but yes, they have increased in the market recently. So the prevalence incidence of cardiovascular diseases was close to the extent of 10% in the urban population, which has now moved to 12%. And it was around 2 to 3% in the extra urban population, which is now 4 to 6%. The way the country is progressing, actually, the lifestyle diseases now have started also percolating to the lower town classes or the extra urban. So the life, or you have all the modern facilities, ease of life, as well as the stress of urban life now has also started percolating to the extra urban life. And obviously, it also connects with association with the lifestyle diseases, especially the cardiovascular diseases. And once you talk about cardiovascular, it everything gets connected. Cardiovascular gets connected to diabetes, gets connected to some other lifestyle diseases as well.
Right. And how are you seeing growth in rural specifically? I mean, are you able to make out from your existing data what's the difference, or is there a split?
I wouldn't be able to talk from existing data on the split as such. See, I wouldn't talk about incidence increasing in the rural population. The country is broken down into urban and extra urban and rural. It would be the extra urban population, which would be the tier 3, tier 4 cities, which may be driving the growth of the market. But then, in terms of contribution, it is still the urban cities which are the biggest contributing chunk. So growth is happening in the extra urban layers, but then major contributing cities would be the urban cities.
Right. So if you were to break down the cardiac itself, so when we say 11% growth in the month of April, or what is driving the growth within this? I mean, are there some kinds of drugs which are more prevalent than the others?
Antihypertensives, lipid lowering drugs, and heart failure drugs. So these are the major chunk, and all of them are growing pretty well. In fact, antihypertensives, they are more than 50% of the cardiac market. Many of the patients actually are on antihypertensives for lifetime. So it's one drug per day, one tablet to be taken per day. But then lipid lowering agents and heart failure drugs, they are also picking up well. In fact, they fall in the little more critical segment of the cardiovascular diseases. And it is not just the incidence, but then awareness and willingness to pay and willingness to get treated is something which is also pushing use of these drugs or growth of this section.
But when you say that many of these drugs are consumed or prescribed for a long time, almost a lifetime, and yet the market is growing, that means that there are newer people coming into the market, so to speak.
So two types of thing: newer population of say age 50 plus, younger population also getting inflicted with these conditions. So work related stress, it may actually lead to hypertension. Heart failures, now heart attack or heart failure is not a condition which somebody will see only in the age group of 50 plus. It's a slightly more common condition also seen in certain candidates in the age group of 30 to 40. So the age group is also coming down.
Amongst the other categories that are growing very fast, I just want to pick one. It seems to be urology. And is that new, or is there some other reason for it?
No, it would not be a new thing because urology as a segment has been growing with that pace for quite a good number of years. So I don't find that, something outlier or anything. So, I mean, in fact, our capture has also improved to a good extent.
And coming back to cardiac, I mean, would you say that most drugs in the cardiac segment now, including hypertensives and lipid lowering, are affordable and accessible to most people?
Antihypertensives were never that expensive products for the general population because nothing in that category was under patent protection or something. But yes, in the lipid lowering category and the heart failure drug, especially the heart failure drug after Vimada went off patent, a good amount of this treatment has started getting affordable. Also, the scientific studies that Novartis had published at the time of launch of Vimada also ensures or pushes the patients to go for this treatment. And first of all, patient is pushed to go for the treatment, which is now very affordable.
Sheetal, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much.